Hey guys, it's Skylar here, and today we're going to be reviewing Active Sky Next for Flight Simulator X. So here we're on the welcome screen of the very easy to use module of Active Sky Next. It's pretty easy to get the hang of. It doesn't take very long to familiarize yourself with all of the different settings, at least the basic ones, to go ahead and get flying with. So we'll go up to the weather configuration tab for now. And as you can see right now, I'm in live weather mode. You can change that right here, and you can go to historical, which basically lets you switch to any date in history for up to a certain amount of time. I don't know how long it saves for, but you can go back pretty far with it, and it'll have those weather conditions saved from that day at that time. Our next one is manual mode, and this is where it starts to get a bit tricky. If you know what you're doing, it's still not that hard, but you may have to learn a little bit about this kind of stuff before you go ahead and try to manually upload your weather. But it is quite cool once you get it figured out. You can save a weather file so that if you want to load a weather file later, you can do so. So if you really like the weather you have that day and you think you'll want to fly in it again exactly how it is, you can save it and load it right there, and it'll load up into your sim. So next we're going to go ahead and click on this map tab, and this map shows you what the weather conditions are all across the globe. So basically, if we had any hurricanes down here in the Atlantic Ocean, you'd be able to see those. And as of right now, we don't have any, and we are not in the sim, it's saying so. And now up next, we'll go to the conditions tab, and as soon as we get our sim open here and have some weather, we'll go to the live weather. These things will all update, and they'll be what they actually are. So the temperature right now would be about 55 degrees where I'm at, and surface winds like 0. So yeah, they'll update to what they actually are if you have it selected to the live or historical, whatever. And up next will be our flight plan. So here you basically can put in a flight plan that loads the weather around that flight plan. So it's not loading weather anywhere else in the world that would cause your sim to slow down when you're not even going to use that part of weather, which is a cool feature. The briefing tab isn't going to work right now because we need a flight plan, and we have to be in the sim to get this to work, I believe. But it's pretty cool once we get our flight plan in. It basically shows you what the weather is at that specific waypoint along your flight plan. And here you have the search tab, so we can put in any type of precipitation, the rate, the visibility, the ceiling. You can put all that stuff in, and it'll search for any station in the world with that, with the settings that you've punched in manually. So if you wanted to fly in super stormy conditions, you just go up to the precip and rain or snow. It's not going to work right now because I guess it will work, but this is going to disappear because I'm using shift as my voice hotkey. So, but you can put any of that in. It'll search up a weather thing, and you can fly around that area to get those type of weather conditions, which is pretty cool. And here you configure the settings for Active Sky Next. There's quite a few settings here. There is a setting that lets you use the newest release of Active Sky Next, lets you use it in either Steam or Box Edition of FSX, but it's going to warn you that you need to change it in the settings here before, yeah, right here, FSX Steam mode, and then FSX box mode, which is what I'm currently in. So you need to, whatever edition you're using, you need to switch to before you try to fly with it. So let's load up the sim, and I'll give you guys a little demonstration of what Active Sky can do for you. Alright guys, we're in our default CRJ 700, and we're at Ogden Hinckley. I did some manually configured weather, and we got some pretty nasty clouds out there. The visibility is not very good, even though it doesn't look so on the ground. You can see the mountains out there in the distance, and they're pretty cloudy. We have moderate to severe turbulence up there once we get up there, and there should be some precipitation. We'll see how that works out once we get up there, but this should be a pretty good representation of what Active Sky can do for you. So we'll go ahead and get us out to the runway, and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're over here on runway 3. We're getting ready for takeoff, and in your weather themes in FSX, before you go on, there will be an Active Sky dynamically created weather theme. You're going to want to go ahead and select that if you're using Active Sky to get the cloud textures and turbulence and that in your game. Other than that, Active Sky does all the work for you, and it should be there for you to fly with. So we'll go ahead and get us in the air and see what this turbulence is like and our cloud coverage. Alright guys, so we're just going through that first cloud layer right now. We just left the ground, and see if you can see any of the turbulence on the plane. Yeah, you can see how it's shaking around there a little bit. It's pretty windy up here, we'll just say that. And even in the cockpit with Active Sky, you can see the cockpit shake around when you go over a patch of turbulence, just like if you've flown commercially before. You can see or feel, I guess, in the actual plane that you're going through those patches of turbulence, and it does a really good job at that, making it look like it's really taking place there. Again, you can see a little bit of the turbulence there from time to time. The wing shakes around a little. Yeah, right there. So you can see here we're flying direct to this Diane intersection. Then we're going to go ahead and make a left turn over to another intersection just to clear hill-filled airspace, and then we'll fly up to Tooele Valley. I'll speed sections up through here, so if anything super exciting happens, I'll let you know. So right there you can see us going through a few layers of clouds. Yeah, again right there. And you can see in the background just how defined those clouds really are when it's not so foggy. I really went overboard probably on this just to show you guys, but when they are broken, they're really nice looking. They look super nice. There is a slight glitch with Active Sky. I'm not sure if they are working on it yet or not, but if you're above a certain altitude and above the cloud layer, you can see the clouds go from white to a grayish. It's like a checkerboard effect all across the sky. So I'm not sure if they're working on fixing that. Maybe they have got it fixed and I just don't know it, but that is one of the issues with it. Other than that, it's a really effective program, and it's definitely worth the money. They do have a 7-day free trial that lets you... Whoa, that was a pretty sweet lightning strike there. I don't know if you caught that. But like I was saying, they have a 7-day free trial that just takes like an email and stuff. You get a 7-day activation code, and you can just test it out to see if you like it or not, and see if it's something that you'd like. And I can almost guarantee that you'll want to use it in your own sim. So might as well go and check it out. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about it. It's pretty effective, and it does a good job. So. Okay guys, here we are in Tooele. It was a pretty successful flight and the weather was great all the way, so like I said, you can go to Active Sky's website and get that 7-day free trial to see if it's something that you're interested, and I'm pretty sure that you'll like it and you'll want to use it in your own sim. So I thank you guys for watching and stay united.